Good evening and welcome to Sundays with Neelu. I hope you all are doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for all your story responses. My prayers and best wishes to all those who are watching Sundays with Neelu. Coming to this week's story, the title of the story is Trust. So once a businessman boarded a flight and he was to head to another place. So as he sat in the flight was full and people were chatting with each other. They were talking to each other and everyone was very, in a conversational mood. And there were noises coming, hey, how are you? And they were introducing themselves to each other. They were eating, people were walking from here and there. Some people were putting, the luggage up and the air hostesses were walking in and out. And this was happening. And soon everyone settled and the flight took off. The businessman was peacefully sitting, and soon when the flight took off, after a while, there was an announcement, and the announcement was made that they are expecting a lot of turbulence because there is a storm ahead, and the flight will experience a lot of turbulence, and hence maybe everyone has to fasten their seat belts and sit, and they may expect turbulence. So everyone fastened their seat belts and all of them were sitting. And at that time, there was another announcement which was made. There won't be any food or drink served for next 1 hour because the flight will experience turbulence. So they were pretty much sure that there is going to be turbulence. So everyone was worried because you're in the middle of the air, and like these kinds of announcements are really scary. So the businessman quietly looked behind, and the entire flight, where everyone was chatting with each other and there was so much noise, suddenly became very quiet. Some people were folding their hands and praying. Some people were like looking out of the window. Some people were very scared. And all this was happening. And the businessman also was equally worried because the flight started to wobble. Yeah, and that is typical. When that happens, everyone starts getting scared because there are announcements like from the cockpit coming and saying that please fasten your seat belts. We are experiencing high turbulence, and now the flight please sit in your place. Do not walk around, and all these announcements. People, the you can hear when there is turbulence. So the businessman was sitting and looking here and there, and he was observing everyone's faces. Everyone was worried, and everyone was looking here and there. And at that time, he spotted a little girl. Maybe she was 5 years old, and she was sitting there and reading a book. She folded her legs and she was sitting there peacefully and reading a book. The whole world was going upside down. The flight was going, this way, sometimes this way. But the little girl was sitting unperturbed and she was peacefully reading a book. So this caught, the eye. The businessman was thinking, what? He noticed this girl and he said, this is amazing. She's sitting so composed in the middle of such crisis. And soon, there was a lot of wobbling, this, that, and some people were screaming also. And soon the storm passed and the flight again regained its momentum and it was peaceful. And soon the flight landed at its destination. So the moment the flight landed, everyone hustled. The hustle bustle started. Everyone picked up their luggage and they started walking down. And they were thanking that the flight landed safely, and they all walked out. As they were all walking out, the businessman was very curious. He was wondering, why is this little girl not disturbed? Okay, because in business you all know that there's so much tension always. But despite that, despite so much tension around her, this girl was very quiet. So what is the secret? So he went up to this little girl. He went down. He introduced himself, and he said, do you mind telling me something? She said, what? He said, the whole, there was so much turbulence and the flight was moving up and down, but you were sitting pretty quiet and you were reading your book and you were folding your legs and you were very much at peace. What is the reason? She smiled and she looked at him and she said, that's because my father is the pilot. I know that he would take me safely home. Yeah. So there ends the story. So the little girl trusted her father so much that She was not disturbed by anything around. So trust is very, very precious. So while reading this story, I remembered another small, very small story, short story, where a little girl and her father were crossing a bridge. And while crossing the bridge, we all know that small bridges are very, very temporarily built, and they're very flimsy. So the father said, "Why don't you hold my hand? So hold my finger." So the girl said that, "No, daddy, you hold my finger." So her dad said, "How does it make a difference? I hold your finger or you hold my finger, it's the same." Yeah. So the little girl replied, "If I hold your finger, I may get scared and I may leave it at any point in time. But if you hold my finger, you will never leave me because I trust you, daddy." So this story also touched my heart, because how we trust our parents, how we trust our loved ones, and trust is so, so precious. And where there is no trust, there is no life. Yeah, right from the medicine we take, right from the doctor we go to, right from the medical store where we pick up the medicines, we trust the composition of that medicine before gulping it. So it's very important to build trust, bonds of trust amongst us, yeah, amongst each one of us. Yeah. So, this takes me back to my childhood. As you all know, I love to talk about my childhood stories, because for some reason I have very, vivid memories of my childhood. So, as a child, when I was 3.5 years, we were in Kolkata at that time, and they are like, early in the morning, I used to go to my pre-nursery school. So, my daddy always used to drop me there, and I always called him daddy. This was the way I called him. So he, before leaving to work, he would always drop me off at my school, and I would be very grumpy in the morning. I would hate to go to school. I was 3.5, so obviously I wouldn't be in a mood to go to school early in the morning. So, but my mother was very particular. She would dress me up and send me. So my father used to somehow pull me and put me in the rickshaw, those rickshaws where, the rickshaw pullers, there's typical rickshaws in Kolkata. So when we used to go, and I used to keep crying all the time. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to school. I used to keep crying. And my father used to say, "Don't worry, I'll come to pick you up. It will be very short. You will come back in 2 hours." He used to keep consoling me. So, but the moment I used to see, there would be a stop for us every time when we traveled. So this stop was Chandu ka dukan. So Chandu's store. So that was candy store. When I used to see the candy store, all my crying would stop, because I knew my father would stop the rickshaw there, and he would go and he would pick up those candies for me. So when he would fill my hands with candy, I would be very happy. And though I used to hate going to school, but when I used to see my father keeping that candy in my hand, so with that candy I would go to school. So this is a very small memory, but very precious memory of mine, which I'm sharing with you. So if you have anything like this, with people whom you love, with your loved ones, please share in the comment section a memory from your life. I would be glad to know about you, more about you, especially those who are regularly, listening to these stories. Please leave it in the comment section. I will respond to all the comments related to this story. I will see you again next Sunday, only on Sundays with Neelu. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, stay healthy. Have a wonderful night ahead.